from Texas Tech University. And Coach Courier, we're going to start with you with a brief statement.
I want to thank everybody for coming today, and I want to thank Texas Tech for hosting this regional. It's quite a honor for us to be here. Fortunate to get through our tournament, get the AQ to get here, and we're looking forward to the challenge. And we really respect all the other three teams here and the coaches that have trained their teams to be successful and have the opportunity to be here also. So I want to thank you.
Okay. Coach Birmingham?
The University of New Mexico knows that Lubbock does a first-class job on everything they do, so we knew this was going to be a great tournament. Coach Tadlock, Dan, and Bill, I've known them for quite some time, and very, very good coaches and always have been. I've coached against Tim since '93. Dan I've known for a little while, and such a super coach, and it's going to be one of the best regionals in the country, no doubt.
Coach Hefner?
I agree with Ray. Very excited to be here. I think it's a great field. All four teams have had, great seasons all year long, but it looks like especially playing well here at the end. So I think it'll be a very competitive regional and some really good games. So we're looking forward to it.
Coach Tadlock?
I'd like to welcome everybody to Lubbock that's up here. And congratulations to everybody. Congratulations to all the coaches and their teams and staffs. And there's been a lot of hard work put in to get to this point, and I know everybody's looking forward to seeing the teams compete, and hopefully we can host everybody the right way and everybody leaves Lubbock having a good time.
Okay, thank you, coaches. We'll now take questions from the media. Again, we've got a microphone. You already got it here?
Coach Tadlock, Brian Hall with KMAC TV here in Lubbock. Just starting out, I know postseason is mostly known about, pitching and defense, but it seems like all four teams here can light up the scoreboard. Can you kind of talk to how strong this regional is offensively?
Well, we can all remember back when Dallas Baptist and New Mexico played a few months ago. And looking at the scores, man, they can really score. And we've obviously played Ray and his bunch a couple times. And been some runs scored. And Coach Courier, I think they scored 18 runs in their conference championship final. And obviously everybody does a really good job with their offenses. And looking forward to seeing everybody compete. And it's a good observation for sure.
Coach Courier, can you just talk about the challenge with the Red Raiders and obviously the Big 12 regular season champs?
That's certainly a tough draw for us, fifth in the nation, best record in the Big 12. That's something certainly to be worried about, and they've done a great job and had a very good year getting here, and we're excited to have this opportunity to play against them, and certainly the other two teams here, and I think anytime you get to play against a team with the type of success they've had and the tradition and things, it's a great opportunity. So we're looking forward to that.
Coach Tadlock, Andrew Doak with KMAC here in town. When you look at each lineup that you're going to be presented with throughout this regional, it looks like several guys on every team has batting average above 300. How do you think your starting rotation bullpen accepts that type of challenge this weekend?
Andrew, you're the one who always gets ahead of everything. You've looked way ahead of where we've looked. I mean, we're looking at Fairfield right now, and we obviously know some of the guys on Coach Hefner's team from when they're in high school and things of that nature, but really haven't played them in a couple of years. And Coach Birmingham's bunch can always swing the bat, and it's a baseball game. You line up and play, and we probably don't go looking at the numbers as much as you guys do, and try to make adjustments as we go and do the best we can.
Coach Birmingham, I know you're pretty familiar with Texas Tech, and obviously very familiar with your first-round opponent as well. Is it nice to have played here and be familiar with a lot of that personnel kind of coming into a regional like this?
Well, Lubbock's always been a great town for me. Growing up in Hobbs, this is where we came to go to South Plains Mall and go shopping. This is where my Christmas would start. And, you know, it's comforting to play some people I like to play against. And they're good coaches. They do it right. And the University of Mexico baseball team likes playing caliber people, and they're caliber people here. So it's a great yard. It fits how we are. And these guys, it fits how these guys are. It fits everybody. So the competition level will be a good games because everybody here has a team that fits this yard.
Coach, you're very familiar with Coach Birmingham's team. Can you kind of talk about y'all's battles this year?
Yeah, honestly, that felt like it was about 2 years ago when it was at the start of the season. But, you know, they were some battles. Game one was a really good ball game. You know, as we've already talked about today, extremely offensive this year, and every single year they are. So, you know, we've got our work cut out for us. And, you know, like we said earlier, you know, you got to pitch and play defense to win a regional, but especially so when you face an opponent like them. But, you know, like you said, you do feel a little bit better kind of knowing the guys a little bit and haven't seen them before. It was a long time ago, and there's been some adjustments lineup-wise on both sides, our side and their side. But, yeah, it's going to be a fun game.
Any other questions?
Coach Courier, can you kind of speak to Fairfield and your first appearance here in the NCAA tournament? It's got to be a big honor for your school and for you as well.
It is. This is only my 5th year there, and that was the goal when I came in there, is to change the environment, change the talent level, and change the success of the type of kids we're trying to recruit there. And it's a tremendous school, a very good academic school, and we're looking to certainly make this impact, and we have done that so far, and we're looking to keep playing. And it's a little bit different size school than some of these schools that are here this week, but you know, like they say, it's a game of baseball. You still got to pitch and hit and throw, and we've been doing that pretty well, and we hope to keep that going even in this class.
You know, college baseball is the last place to me where the guys, all of them to a T, do it right. The coaches do it right, the players do it right, and it's been passed on. Tim Tadlock is a product of Larry Hayes, and this ballpark's a product of Larry Hayes, and Dan's a product of Jim Harp, and this ballpark's a product of the work that Jim Harp did, and this guy's a former player of Jack Leggett. So baseball people, we battle each other, but we take care of each other, and we pass the legacy on. So you're going to see some great kids that do things right in this tournament.
Robert Portnoy with the Lobos, coaches Hefner and Birmingham, a couple of really good lefties it looks like are going to match up tomorrow. I'd like for each of you to talk about your lefty and how they might set up against the opposing lineup.
Yeah, we're going to start with Colin Poche. He's been our #1 pitcher all season long. Done an outstanding job for us. In our conference schedule, we won every single Friday night game that he pitched in. Just a true competitor, guy that loves having the ball, and I think our guys are, you know, feel very confident behind him too. You know, he's a guy who's he challenges, he's gonna pound the strike zone, and you know, which, you know, I think that helps the defense behind him. And you know, like I said earlier, though, you know, it's a great matchup against Coach Birmingham's team and how offensive they are, and you know, they got good balance too. They can kind of do it all. They got power, but they're not a one-dimensional offensive team. So, you know, they got a good mix of lefties and righties and can do some various things offensively. So, but Colin's our best guy. That's why we have him throwing game one, and looking forward to seeing what he can do against New Mexico again.
Right. Colton and facing Dallas Baptist.
Colton is along the same lines. He's a fierce competitor, and he's done very well this year. And his command is going to be his key, and if he has his command, and with Poche, it's going to be two of the best lefties around getting after it, because you know, it's you can't make a mistake with a DBU lineup, or you'll go get another ball.
Tim, I'm afraid I already know this answer, but can you kind of just update us on the injuries with Zach Davis? And it looked like Tanner Gardner was out there in the outfield doing pretty well out there. You kind of updated us on his hamstring.
Pretty sure both those guys are fine. I think Tanner's 95%. Zach says he can sprint. So if Zach can sprint the way most people can sprint, if he's 90%, he's going to be faster than most of the folks. So I think they're both 100%, getting close.
For both Coach Hefner and Birmingham, do you think y'all's teams with who you've played in the non-conference slate, whether it was this year or years past, that coming into a Power 5 conference, schools stadium, that lights aren't too big for those guys and they kind of embrace that underdog role?
Go ahead, Dan.
I'd say for sure that's something we've had to do for years, ever since we turned Division I. But DBU'd been doing it long before even being a Division I program, and that's something our guys love to do. Every single year, we're going to play the best schedule we can, and we're in a great part of the country to do that too. Those are all the teams that are around us. So they're very used to coming into an environment like this, and this weekend will be really fun. Play in the postseason and to play in front of big crowds. That's why the guys work so hard all year long, and they couldn't be more excited for it.
Yeah, we play the Red Raiders all the time. Tim was gracious enough to come over to our place twice, and we'll always play the Red Raiders because it's a great program and a great rivalry.
Any other questions? All right, coaches, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thanks, Gio.
Glad you're here, Dan.